Hi, I'm John,
And I'm Ted.
and welcome back to Awesome Quest.
Tales of Berseria, episode 15.
And like last week's Dark Souls finales, we are doing a dub over of this due to some technical and human error on our part. But yeah, welcome back to Tales of Berseria. I just realized I left my soda over there.
And if you too have experienced technical and human error, maybe you could consider liking, commenting, and subscribing.
Yeah, please do. We always like to see when you guys hop in and show some support. We would love to have you. So I'm going to grab my soda that I left over there, which means I'm going to sound weird for a second. But
That
I'm really
happens.
thirsty, so I'm going to do it anyway.
I was bad yesterday and got a soda when I went to Subway, and I was like, oh, I shouldn't, but I want to.
Don't judge me. I'm a disgusting monster.
Well, I've been trying to cut soda because I have bad teeth. I got my dad's teeth.
Oh, yeah.
And his teeth are so bad that even if he uses dental implants that he knows how to use and, like, gets all the stuff out, part of his jaw was dissolving.
Oh, shit.
I've inherited his teeth.
balls,
So
dude.
I really have to, like, not go for soda even when I want it. So I was really bad and got soda yesterday.
Yeah. I don't drink regular soda at all anymore. Part of the diet.
You better
No
not kill
sugar.
our key.
No sugar and almost no carbs. I'm currently so I plateaued for a while weight loss wise. I just kind of like stopped.
Yeah, where are you?
Well, I was
just gods who created the world.
Saturday I was 195. Today I'm 192
That's
because
so
I figured
pure.
out how to do it
It's
again.
phony.
So I'm
Artorias is
back
just
on
using
the
religion to control the people.
decline.
Wouldn't a true
Um,
God be
Your
able to
end
do
goal for
something
it.
about the
End
demon
goal is
blood?
180 because
Nice.
that is officially like a
Like,
healthy
healthy
weight
weight
for
for your
my
height.
for
I
my
believe there
height.
exists something people
Ooh,
call
you're getting
the
close.
I am
but
very
it's
close.
just
I
a
started
mod
at
that uses
260.
special
I need
art
to be like
bring the other
110, I
molecule
think,
into our
120
world.
for my height. Guys, I'm
You sound
short.
confident.
Guys, I'm
I
tall.
witnessed it through
I'm
years.
Actually,
5'3".
that's not true.
Well,
I'm
if
average.
it's not
Are you
God
5'9"?
you're against,
I'm
might stand a
just
chance.
under
Of
6.
course we do.
Because 5'9" is the
And
statistic
ultimately,
average
our
for
target
height,
is Artorias.
male height in the U.S.
I
Is
don't
it
care
is
about
that
anything
the
else.
statistical average?
I
Because I thought
believe
the
so, yes.
statistical
Only
average
against
was
Artorias.
5'11.
No, it's
For her
5'9".
brother.
People like me are throwing it
All
off.
right, Laffy said. Which way is the Imperious
That's
Road?
okay.
It was
My brother
north of
is, I
Logres,
believe,
in
5'8"
the
or
mountains up the
5'9".
Danan Highway.
Yeah, your brother.
If exorcists
You-
are
you
keeping up
kinda
their
like-
inspections,
Did
they
you
may
go through
provide us a
puberty
chance
early?
to steal another molecule.
No, but I
sent
had
my man
a,
Sylph J with
I've had
orders to
different,
scout
like,
out the
for instance,
inspectors.
around
With their
13 or 14, I had
we'll
to
be able
take
to plan the
injections to
attack.
get for growth hormone.
Yeah, because you had
Because
like
I
a
would have been,
deficiency.
yeah, I would have been like
That's the plan.
4'11". 4'10" to 4'11" was my projected height if I had not taken that.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you
Jays are
did.
handy little birds, aren't they?
I'm glad as,
Not only will they
you are
always
as
find
tall
their
as you are.
destination,
Yeah,
they can make for
I'd be as
emergency
short as my
rations in a
cousin.
pinch.
And honestly, I wouldn't have you any other way.
Who is, I
hear
believe,
grilled
dating
Sylph
someone
J
who
goes
is, I
rather
think,
well
6
with a
feet,
nice
and
glass
she's like
of the hard
5'1",
stuff.
maybe 5
It's
foot.
because of the work
Oh, she's
those
itty
birds
bitty.
Oh,
do
she's
for us
tiny.
that we're able to stay
Stammy's
one
not
step
even
ahead
5
of the
feet tall.
Abbey.
Yeah,
Those
she might
birds
be
are
closer to
indispensable to us pirates,
Scammy's
and we
height,
consider
actually,
them a
even.
part of our crew.
And
I
her
probably
boyfriend-
shouldn't have
Don't
said
even
that.
joke about eating them.
I'm realizing now
Oh,
that I
that's
might
right,
get
yeah.
murdered.
Still,
Well, if she loves
I
you,
wonder
she
how
will
they actually do
understand
their
that
thing.
that people make
I know that
mistakes.
carrier
So,
pigeons rely
Well,
on their
I
homing
think it's also a
instincts,
good thing that I
but
don't
Sylph
think
Jays
she
can locate a
watches the
person
show.
wherever they are, right?
They're really smart birds.
Honey, if you do watch this
I read in
episode,
a
I love
book
you.
that rather than memorize
and he's sorry,
locations,
but remember,
they
please
can
remember
pick up
that
on
your
people's
boyfriend is human,
wavelengths.
and humans make
When
mistakes.
You send out a Sylph
And I'm a
J,
big dumb fuck
the
up.
bird can sense the change in your
I wouldn't say
thoughts
that.
and will seek out the
Occasionally I am.
recipient you have
I
in
mean,
mind.
everyone is
I
occasionally.
hardly ever
Yeah,
see them in the wild. Are they a kind
so-
of Moloch or something?
We went
No,
off
not
on a
Moloch.
fucking tangent, didn't we?
Yeah.
Rare species native to an island.
That's what happens when we're doing dub
It's a
over
funny
episodes. We
story.
just kind
Rather
of
than
get
playing, yeah.
we just kind of get the opportunity to say whatever the fuck we want. Oh, excuse me.
Eggs, nest, and all.
You okay?
I should be drinking
The
root
mother
beer
bird
of
died
all
almost
things
immediately.
while recording.
But Benwick
But like
stepped
I
in
had
and kept
root
her
beer or
eggs safe
orange
in the
soda, and I was like, I
So
want
that's
root
why
beer,
they're so
and now I'm like
attached to
really
him.
burpy.
Usually, they're really hard to train as messenger birds
I
too.
honestly,
That's
so
Benwick for you.
we
He's always had a
may
knack for things
take
that
a
would give
little
other
mini
people
break
trouble.
from Berseria.
Maybe
I
when
they
don't
have,
they
know.
took
It's
Look
gonna.
at his
It
wild
would
hair
be.
and
It
mistook
would
it
have
for
been a
their mother.
long-going series
You know
regardless. So I think
They
taking a
are
break is
comfortable
fine.
enough with him to use his head
And
for their
and the
nest.
reasoning behind
So
it
you might
is
have a point. Now that you mention
if you've played this
he did
game,
ask me not to hit him on
Or
the
any
head.
Tales game.
or
He's
any
one of the
Tales
Sylph
game,
Jays, just
A,
like
it's long as hell,
Well, if more birds are on the way, we could
but
just eat one to
B,
see
if
how
you've
it
played like
tastes.
Vesperia
No, don't
or
even think about it.
Symphonia.
Symphonia,
It was worth a try.
the combat changes a lot. This game, it really doesn't. It's very.
Samey.
It becomes very
Repetitive.
repetitive, and I think that's where I'm struggling. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm loving the game.
I like
but
the
like,
combo system, but I do like how the old like art system in the previous games was set up
yes,
more.
I like the arts better.
Having played a bit of Zestiria now, that's slightly better because there's your average attack, which is a different combo depending on directional inputs with a singular button. Then there are arts that you do when you hold down a trigger and press another button.
Yeah,
And then, of course, there is like the ones where you fuse with your Malakim or Seraph partners and gain an entirely different moveset for each partner.
yeah, there. Like, and I think that would have made this game. And like, I'm being a little hard on this game right now. Don't get me wrong, I love it, I do. But it is definitely.
I'm sure we'll get along great.
It's
Classified
it's
as
the
a
same as
traitor
doing like an
or-
assembly line work,
That should be
where
no
it's
surprise.
like,
You've got a
well,
lot of power,
once you
despite your
discover the
appearance.
kind of
You're a greater
optimal
Moloch
Combo
too,
that you
aren't you, Eisen?
personally like to
So
use.
I've been
yeah,
told.
the
You're not
optimal
gonna really
combo
stray
for
from that.
you
From
and
measures
the
made by folks
character.
who tether
Like for
my
instance,
kind.
there's a
I
combo
didn't know
that
that's
Eisen
what it
has that
was.
has
I'm
a like
sorry.
80% knockdown
don't
chance.
worry
So you
about
just use that because
Just
that
promise
allows
me
you to do
won't
the
judge your own
trigger
value from
ability.
a label given to you by others.
And like
I
once you do
I
that a
promise.
million times, you get bored. And so
What if
I think
that's all
we
that
may,
gives me
and this is a may,
They're
we may
powerful
take a break.
demons,
We may
even
record a
though
little
Weeb-
bit more first.
To me, you are the greatest
Just so we,
of all.
you know, have a backlog in case fucking
Do we
COVID
really
badness
mean it?
happens again.
You're so
But we may also move on to something else. And considering I have a couple of games
but
that
you
like,
haven't changed at all.
I've
You
kinda
are
wanted to
eternally my
play.
greatest servant.
Such as.
well, I have Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity.
That was the one I was actually thinking about that, and I was like, is he gonna say what I think he is? And I was like, yeah.
That being said, I have
That does
already
look fun.
beaten it.
I have
So-
never played it.
So, like, maybe you would be able to take over. That being said, it also has two-player
We're gonna meet up with the
compatibility, so
scouts
we might be able to
support
play
section.
two-player. Because
I'm-
it's got local co-op.
I am also going to be getting the Digimon Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory Collector
What's the matter, Laffy?
pack, which is both
look like you're
games
not
in one
feeling
for
well.
Switch.
Doesn't he
Oh well,
always?
So-
maybe we'll play
You
that
can
too.
stay
Who
in.
knows?
I wouldn't mind either you or I playing it
You're a
because I would
demon
take any chance.
swordsman.
I'm probably gonna sing like at
Eisen
least
is a
100
cursed
hours
Moloch.
into it.
Yeah.
As soon as I
Wagyu
get
is a
it.
You,
bizarre
dude, you
witch.
love those games.
I love Digimon.
Dude, Digimon rocks,
my.
man. Digimon rocks. Like everybody's hard on Pokemon.
Turning
Like everyone's got a hard on for
existential
Pokemon, but like
Your
Digimon's
tools
got
are
like
emergency rations.
deeper themes.
I was
man.
watching Aaron Hansen
what
and his
Lady
Shovel
Teresa
Master
called
stream
me
open a bunch of
too.
Digimon card packs.
A tool.
I think I told you this. I have never been
But
so simultaneously amused
I'm alive.
while also feeling horribly
I
attacked and
get it.
called out.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
starting to wonder
It was
what your
so
place in the
funny.
world
that is.
In that case, there's only one answer.
I have not watched Shuffle
You
Masters
have to
yet.
decide it.
Specifically
It's all up
because
to
I'm
you.
not a big.
It depends on what you want.
I'm not a
That's
big.
what it
What is
means
it?
to
What
be
is it
alive.
called?
You
Unboxing.
control
Yeah,
the
I'm not a
rudder
big
of your life.
unboxing fan.
Your
I
hands
like
on the wheel.
unboxings if it's like.
My life.
Short.
Well, no.
My
Like
rudder.
a variety
Doubts are okay,
box.
too.
So
Okay.
like
You're just further proof you're
like a
alive.
loot crate or something
I'll
like that,
protect
where
you
like
until you find your
there's a
answer.
bunch of different shit
Your
in the
arts have
box.
helped me often
But when it
enough.
comes to like card
Alright.
unboxings, I've
I don't
never
really
really been a
understand.
fan.
No, I get that
Thank
because
you.
I don't actually
Pretty,
watch them much. I
pretty
just saw
words and all.
that pop
But
up on
take
my
care who
recommendations.
you
Oh, he's
listen to,
opening
kid.
Digimon cards.
Demons and
I'll watch
Reapers,
that. I have nothing
remember?
else to do right
Okay.
now.
Here, there's
Yeah,
a wicked
we're
witch
we're in a
about, too.
similar boat then, where it's like,
Get going
Because
or
I
get
I
left
know I've
behind.
seen like some of his MTG stuff and I'll watch it for like 10 minutes and be like, okay, I'm bored. And move on to something else entirely.
Yeah. it's a lot of craziness.
Yeah, like the current Digimon game I'm looking forward
I
to.
just
which is-
realized we've been talking over all the skits. Were we doing that?
No, not really. Who cares?
Were we doing that in the previous episodes, or did we be quiet during those?
I think we were quiet for most of them, but it's not the biggest deal.
Or no, because we're quiet for the cutscenes, but we talk over the skits specifically because you can go online and find all the skits.
That is true. Well, you
Figured
can
it
find
out.
the whole thing on. You can find the whole story online too.
That's true. So yeah,
there's
if
like
you-
a 10 or 12, maybe it's more,
It's-
hour video
it's
of like
long.
the whole every cutscene in the game.
it's long.
Yeah, let me look that up, and then I'll put it
Um,
in the description.
So shout out to my buddy Aaron, the musician.
Oh yeah, the chiptune.
Yeah, the chiptune guy. I got him to play Berseria.
Nice. I'm gonna have to link his channel. in the
Yeah,
description.
dude, seriously, guys, if you want to listen to some awesome like
It's
8-bit
really good.
renditions of music, check out Aaron's channel. It's gonna be linked in this description. But he was I got him to play Berseria,
Did the Sylph J reach?
and the
you?
reason the reason I'm super happy about Berseria is when I
rest for a
initially
bit.
kind of
Yeah.
pitched him
We'll rest until the
Berseria,
scouts are-
I was like, hey, one of the characters is like a carbon copy of your D&D character Anna. And he was like, really? Okay. And so let me describe it to you, and then
I
you
gave the
will
boy
tell
an
me
apple, too.
immediately because you'll know
Aren't I the
exactly who it is,
kindest girl
Watch as I
alive?
embarrass myself.
which character it is. She is a
Would
very
you like one?
um,
This time
very
I want
knightly,
You to crow like a
No.
rooster.
very honorable,
Okay,
very
Eleanor.
yeah, there you go. And like
Really
the
planning to
funniest
fight
part, the
Artorias?
funniest part about it
Well,
is
the boy did ask me
listening
so
to Eleanor in
sweetly.
this game. I'm just like
You have no chance. Are you defying
head in
me?
hands,
Did the old
going,
man give you orders?
It's just Anna.
Jesus Christ,
Then you're coming with me.
did they
If things get
did
too
they
hot,
like
we can
jump
run.
into the
And if we
future and
die,
steal this
then
idea out of Aaron's brain because this
I know.
is just Anna.
You're a
This
quick
is
one,
her
little
whole
man,
character.
It's like the Jeanne
But
archetype.
I do hope
Yeah.
you
archetype.
struggle as long as possible.
Well, the Jeanne archetype, which is
I
also
need
often
you
shortened
around
to
for
the
when I'm
Jeanne
bored,
archetype.
after all.
Yeah. Speaking of Jeanne d'Arc, which reminds us of Fate because that's
We're horrible weebs.
yeah. I mean, we were watching we were just watching a bunch of
Is it
anime
good?
How
yesterday.
heavy are the dumbbells you lift or something?
Yeah, how heavy are the dumbbells you lift? Which is
That was
It's
hysterical.
hard.
I love that anime. So it's for those who don't know, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift is a anime about
No thanks.
like a girl who wants
I
to
wouldn't
get
be
in
able to
better
taste it
shape, so
anyway.
she joins a gym. The funny thing is it actually does teach you like how to properly do a bench press, how to properly do push-ups,
You
how to
sure like
properly
the
do
sea.
squats. Like it's actually kind of educational, but it's hilarious
afraid of the
because
sea.
their trainer
The waves.
is a guy who
Sharks.
looks like a normal
all the
average anime
strange
dude.
fish.
Like he has normal like stock
But
cut out
at the
anime
same
protagonist
time,
face
Yeah, he just looks like
huge and full
in
of
a, in a,
wonder.
looks
in a
like a-
tracksuit.
When I
yeah,
let
in a
myself
tracksuit.
think
But
about
whenever
what
he
might be
flexes,
over
his
the
entire body
horizon,
turns into like bodybuilder Arnold
It's
Schwarzenegger
exciting.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure level of like
And his clothes all
huge-
rip off.
except for his head, which remains like a
Remains
stupid.
like the stupid smiling
brother.
eyes closed generic
Really?
shonen.
If
like
we
anime
can cut in
protagonist.
an image here
Yes,
of
we're
him,
gonna have
we
to.
have to because it's so
Oh
funny.
my god, it is hysterical.
Catch cold
And
in
like
the
whenever
ocean
he hears a
He never
word that
listened
has
to
like
a
the
word I
like
Word flex in it.
the word flex in it, so
it
like
sets him off.
if he
Your
says
way
like
of looking at the
flexible,
world
he'll go like
is so much
flexible,
like his.
flex.
flex, boom, just like all his clothes get
Bottom that comes
torn to
just-
shreds.
Yep.
It's
I wish we could have
amazing.
traveled together
Oh
like
my
you
god, and
wanted.
I don't want to give away spoilers because it's one of those shows that it's like 13 episodes long. It'll take you like 6 hours to get through if you really want to just binge the entire thing. It's stupid as hell, but really entertaining. Like
That's the best kind of entertaining.
it really
Maleficent,
is, man. Like
You know you don't
my
have
my
to do
favorite
this if
form
you
of
don't want
entertainment
to.
is
Because it's also not like mean-spirited humor either.
yeah, well, and that's the other thing is this is like the only
going
person
with you,
in the
Velvet.
in the show that's kind of
Not insane.
well that kind of doubts
I see.
fitness is the main character. She's the only one who's like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? Everybody else is so encouraging and so sweet. And like one of my favorites was
yeah, like
she finished her squats or something like that, and the she was like
Say he was using a pendulum?
they did
Aye,
something
sir.
and she got
And he
really
blasted
pumped up
all
and
the
she's like, I'm ready to
inspectors.
go again, and
I
the
think he'd be a
coach
match
was
for even the
instantly like,
captain.
I admire your
into
enthusiasm,
this
but
for
you gotta
myself.
let your body rest a
Yep.
little bit. And I just did his voice.
What's going on?
You did.
I didn't even mean to.
Team was attacked by a pendulum.
You gotta let
The
your
same
body
type of
rest
weapon
before
was
you
found at the
do
plant.
something
It's
like
really
that.
close.
Yeah.
And so you
I just
think the
realized he and I
attacker's
have
the
a
one
very
who took
similar
the
voice.
captain?
You do, yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, and
This
it's
can't
just
be
it's so
coincidence.
encouraging. Like
Ifrit is
there's
in the
actually
custody
like a
of
lot of
exorcists.
science in
Why would
some of
they
the later
attack their own?
episodes. Like he
What
straight
will you
talks
do?
about
One of your keys is running
whenever you
off.
exercise,
I'm
you
going
create
after
micro
him.
tears in your muscles,
If
and
they're
you need to
already in
let those
disarray,
rest before you can
causing
work them
more
out again.
confusion will
And
only
it's just like
benefit us.
I fucking love shit like this, man. it's encouraging and sweet, and I love it.
Eisen sure picked an inconvenient time
Now,
to
why
run
am I
off,
still
though,
drinking
didn't
this
he?
root beer?
Because you can.
Can't blame him.
Because you want to.
He's got
Because
his
it's
own.
good. I love it. It's my dad's birthday today. And I have no idea.
I didn't realize he was in his 60s.
Yeah, he's 64. He doesn't look it.
No, yeah.
He's which is one
Neither
of the
of our
reasons.
dads look their age.
Oh my God, your dad looks like he's in his 30s though.
Yeah, he could pass for half his age. It's that,
How old's your dad?
67.
Yeah. So yeah, your dad looks like he's in his mid 30s. And I'm like hyper jelly of that.
It's the Japanese thing where you look like mid 30s, like to early to mid 40s.
until you
At
turn
oldest
80.
until you turn 80, and then you shrivel up into
die.
like this tiny little prune of a human being.
Yeah. And then there's like
Purpose.
I'm really glad that both of my folks look way younger than they are, because that means I will look way younger than I am up until I'm older. I will admit though, whenever I grow a beard, I look my age.
Yeah.
But the second I shave, I look like I'm 13.
Same.
I look like a haggard 13-year-old though, like a 13-year-old who's seen some shit.
That tall child over there,
good, whoever
a John
you are.
Mulaney skit.
That tall
Eisen,
child looks
the
terrible.
You can't keep
Ifrit's
burning the
first
candle
mate.
at both ends, tall child.
A buddy of Ifrit's? Oh,
I love that
this'll be
man.
Yeah,
too
he's
good.
amazing.
Also, Zavita's cool.
So you are the one who took Captain Ifrit.
Zavid
from
is
us.
great.
Oh yeah, that's the spirit, pal.
It's not
Eisen,
Chris
calm
Sabat, but it
yourself.
sounds a lot
Patrick
like Chris.
Sates, I believe.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like Chris Sabat.
He's
Sounds
a
like
monarch
Patrick
and
Sates
he's
doing an
against
impression
the
of
Abbey.
Chris Sabat.
If we work together, we can pass the barrier.
I was
Don't
playing.
give me your
What
peacemaking
was
crap.
I doing?
I'm settling
I was
this my
mentioning to
way.
you.
Right here, right now.
Did we record this?
Stay out of
I don't
this.
think we recorded this. I've been playing
see.
through Infamous
Well, two
Second
can
Son
vote that
again
game.
because
I'll handle
I
this
just
in
love
my
the
way.
gameplay of that game.
I'll
And
beat you both until
since
you're
the game
helpless.
came out,
Then
I
open
became a
that
fan of
barrier.
Critical Role. So playing through the game again, I'm playing Find the Critical Role actors, and I've found like 7 of them. I think I'm only missing one, honestly. I think I'm only missing Sam Riegel, and he's probably one of the background like Walla actors, which is Walla, for the guys who don't know, is the background sounds you hear whenever you're like walking through a game. So if you hear somebody go like, "Hey man, nice job," that's a Walla actor, or like, "Somebody call the cops," that's a Walla actor. It's all that background sound you hear. Train sounds, talking sounds, people at a cafe talking about their day. That's all
Police
Walla.
sirens that got someone DMCA'd on Twitch.
Yeah, Jesus.
Twitch is a shit show for with the DMCA
Well,
issues right now.
The DMC, well, the entire internet got
Well,
fucking slammed.
Yeah.
And help Velvet.
Um,
Otherwise, she'll burn
Like,
our heads
YouTube
off.
got slammed, Twitch got slammed. Like, if you play music in a video now, you're basically signing a death warrant for that video.
And then there's what's that? Is it North Carolina senator? I can't remember. Who's like, I think it's like one of the Carolina services. No, maybe I don't know. I don't know which state he's for, but he wants to make it a felony.
Yeah.
Yes, ruin a bulk majority under 30 people's lives.
Yep. Yeah, let's make using copyrighted music a felony, because that makes fucking sense.
He's living back in like the 80s.
Well, the whole DMCA thing didn't the whole copyright system that we currently have does not have YouTube in mind.
It has not.
It has not
updated with the
evolved.
current- yeah.
And as a result, the government is shooting itself in the foot, and copyright agencies are shooting themselves in the foot, because guess what? Every time you go, hey, we're gonna copyright claim this video because music is in it that we technically own, guess what's gonna happen? Nobody's gonna play that music on these platforms, which means you're not making money. Like,
oh, what was it? There was like one of the big like Nintendo music posters, like Sivagana.
yeah.
A lot of the Nintendo stuff got taken down, and they weren't angry about it. They understood that it's Nintendo's right to take it down, but what they didn't understand was why they couldn't just why they couldn't just leave it up and then monetize it. Because on YouTube, you can claim the monetization. For instance, we have our first Fate Extella link. It is not blocked because of the music, but rather it is claimed by them. And if we were to get monetization on it, all the money for that episode at least would go to the company that claimed it.
Are you
Exactly.
ready, my merry little
And that's what
Malachi?
Nintendo could have done with all that
Now,
music,
line up
but they
before the
chose not to.
barrier.
Yeah, they chose to just shut it down. It's a level of archaic that kind of blows my mind.
Yeah.
Rest is up
'Cause
to
I
you.
mean,
I just want to see
think
the
about it.
panic on the Exorcist's
Think about it this way.
faces.
Let's use AMVs as an
Hold it.
example.
I still have
Anime
questions
music
for you.
videos where somebody cuts together like an
That's
anime
enough for
fight
now,
scene
Isaac.
to a
If you
song.
persist, one of us will end
How
up
many people
dead.
discovered that AMV and then bought the song?
Probably
Who
quite a
are
few.
you?
Yeah.
Tell me.
So the second you take that down, you're losing
Zavine the
money.
Whirlwind. A
Same
part
with-
Oh,
of
wasn't that like the
nothing
little
more.
Karibo argument in court against 4Kids?
It was, and
He's like the reason Yu-Gi-Oh kept afloat.
he
The
really
barrier's gone.
was.
It won't stop you from
And
going
like,
after him.
think about it.
No.
Little Karibo
I
is a
walk with
perfect
you.
example. Do you think
Besides,
anyone would give a
Yonkier
shit
is
about
still my
Yu-Gi-Oh
surest
if
link to
Yu-Gi-Oh
Ifrit's
Bridge didn't
whereabouts.
exist?
At least not in the West, they wouldn't.
Exactly, because
Could've
the
saved a
the
lot of
4
trouble
Kids
if you'd
dub of
listened to me
Yu-Gi-Oh
from
was
the start.
garbage, which means
If I had good
after the
judgment,
age
I
of
wouldn't be
10,
where I
nobody
am in the
gave a
first
shit.
place.
So like,
You really
Little
are a fool.
Karibo saved that franchise in the West. He deserves, like, I straight say he deserves compensation from Konami for that. Like, he does not own anything, but he is the one who kind of kept it alive, so he deserves compensation.
Eisen,
Also, there's a lot
I'm
of work that
sorry
goes into abridged
about
projects.
Mm-hmm.
Fight you mean?
Like there is a
Don't worry about
fuck
it.
ton of work that goes into
I'll
those.
hate
As someone
you
who
until
has
I'm in
done
the
some
grave,
dubs
though.
for abridged projects,
A jest.
I have only done, like,
I just
a
I
handful
didn't
of
know what I
lines.
should do.
The editing,
It's fine. to
editing
take
that
your
shit
time to
together
decide.
is hard as
But as with
fuck.
everything,
Mm-hmm.
the choice is ultimately your own. And if your choice
got
leads to killing me,
That's okay. You brought up
Yeah.
Fate a while ago.
Yeah.
but by the
Oh
same
yeah.
token,
Let's talk
it
about
might
Fate.
end up with me killing you.
So I
Yeah,
unlocked
guess so.
a, what is it? Avenger.
I talk
Oh,
too
Antonio
much.
Solari?
That's
Yes.
the VEEB bastards got
me.
me all right.
Oh, there's a funny image of Antonio Solari that I've seen on the internet, and it's Soul from Soul Eater and Solari side by side. This is Soul Eater now. Do you feel old yet?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's actually kind of accurate.
The guards are all
And Ted was
Moloch.
telling me that, like,
They really
because
do
I had
keep
I
humans away
had
from
no
here.
knowledge
build a
of
new
Who he
temple out
was
here?
historically.
who he was
shepherd could build
historically,
in the
and
capital
there
just as
was
easily.
there is a widely accepted
This
conspiracy
place.
theory that he killed
Or
You feel
ordered
it
the
too?
assassination
There's
of Mozart.
powerful
Yes.
energy flowing underground.
and that is not true,
Right.
but it was so
This
widely
is a focal point
accepted.
of the Earth pulse.
And so popular in
The natural
media, because
energy
even
of the
now there's a
land.
very
The
famous movie
perfect
again called
spot to worship
Amadeus.
Inominat.
That is basically
to attack
him
him.
on his deathbed confessing to a priest.
That he did it.
Basically, I can't remember
Um,
the whole movie. I haven't seen it in years.
But as a result of that becoming, like, something he was known for in popular culture,
That has affected his role as a heroic spirit.
yeah, so he became an
Forgive me.
Avenger, and he's like,
I would not have
all of
intruded,
his voice lines
but
in
there
the
was an
game are
incident at the villa
kind of
in
scary.
Logres.
Like,
Yeah.
he's completely batshit insane. Which is why I love it.
He's really cool. He's
They
a
were
good
eaten
arts character.
By the left arm.
Oh my gosh,
compared
yeah.
to a lot of other Avengers who are Buster.
He's also, despite being a 3-star,
You
he's
know
keeping up
her?
with a couple of my 5-stars in
She
terms
was
of
a
power.
student of
I would
mine.
And that
also
might be
say,
because he's an Avenger, though.
Yes, best of luck.
Lancer Kuhulan, 3-star, would.
I
excuse
do
me,
have a Lancer
Lord
Career.
Artorias,
get him up. He is a 5-star and
ask that you
3-star
grant me fresh
clothing.
molecule.
Yeah.
I vow
That
to
the
destroy that demon.
the survivability on that
Overcome
boy.
With emotion.
Who's the other one?
Will you fight a demon with your
What's the
hatred?
Lancer from Zero?
Dearmid.
Deermood. I also have a I also have a
Beg you
Deermood,
to forgive my
who I have pretty
foolishness.
high. And who's the one I showed you? Who's the 5-star I showed you that you were like, nice?
Oh, Meltrilis
My lord,
Yes.
if I may.
from Fate
There is but
Extra
one
Triple
thing I
C,
must ask.
which I know I was
Why is there
watching
a
like
giant
or
demon held
looking at
captive
an
at the
interview,
villa?
and like its producer was like,
Entry to
I'm
that
worried
place
that in the
is
modern
forbidden
day and
to all
age,
but
a
legates,
remake of it would
Eleanor.
be too lewd. And I'm like, yeah,
It was
but I
restrained
really
by a
want it
magic
because it's
barrier.
also where Planet
How
Fucker
could
Kira
such a
Sasyopan
monstrous
is
thing
from.
like that be held in the capital?
Okay.
She is the main antagonist of that, and also Hans Christian Andersen is in it, and he is amazing.
Why is it you think
Okay.
that birds
Alright,
fly?
alright.
He's also a 2-star you should watch out for.
Okay, I will.
'Cause he's like budget waiver.
Okay, I have Waiver though.
Yeah.
It's
Well, he's really good for if you don't necessarily want to use waiver, or
we
if
can
you.
hunt and catch
Or
prey,
also, I just
is
find
it
him
not?
fun.
Okay. Yeah, I need to play that game more. The problem is,
knowledge
kind
is
of similar to this, which is after a while I'm just like boop 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 boop, and so I usually put it down for like 3 months at a time. Come back and I go, oh, I got a bunch of
velvet is
maintenance
coming.
Compensation.
compensation, nice,
The
and then I
ties that
spend it
bind us
because
must at last be
I
severed.
I can't wait.
No, yeah, I'm currently
Saving.
yeah, because I was a dolphin for a while, and I was like, no, fuck, I have to stop.
You have to
My
be a
phone
whale
doesn't seem to
again.
be
Yeah,
hiding
no,
anywhere
no.
nearby.
You have to be
I've
a
spent
whale.
over $1,000 on that game, no more, no fucking more.
The whirlwind.
He was
But
tough.
for now,
He
the
seemed to know
one servants
Ivory,
I'm saving
too.
up for,
Did you get my dumb joke?
yes,
I don't
Okay.
know.
are Kama,
Ask him.
who is going to be
He
from the
used a
Oku
pendulum
Labyrinth,
as a
and is
weapon.
also
When we first met Eisen,
one
he
of the
said something
parts
about
of
a
Beast
pendulum, didn't he?
3, which
It
Kira
was
is
the
also
only
part
clue
of.
he had in
Okay.
his search
Technically
for
Mara
Arthright.
is the
I'm
other part.
surprised at how far
Okay.
he's come on something so
You know, the demon
vague.
that tempted Buddha
Does Savid
Yes.
have something to do
The
with
one that in
Ivory's
Persona looks like a
disappearance?
giant penis.
on a golden chariot.
Yup.
I didn't feel it.
And then there is.
I have
Guys,
a
look up
feeling we might
Mara
cross paths
from
again.
Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah, I'm
in
not putting it
Persona.
in the video, that's
Somehow.
for sure.
We're not put, we're, or
Didn't
or
seem
if
that
you do
bad
put
to
it in the
me.
video, heavily
Yeah, he seems like a
pixelated.
guy who
Yeah,
hard to hate.
at least the
Hate
tip.
him or not, if he gets in our way, he's in
We're
for a
bad
beating.
people.
But that fell on my list of like to roll for because there's also a bunch of foreigners, which are my preferred class because I like them a lot. I like the idea and concept.
Foreigners are, for context, foreigners are like Avengers who got better.
No, they're like servants who are influenced by like Great Old Ones and Outer Gods.
Okay.
So you can kind of tell why I would like them.
Yeah.
I already have the 2 big ones. I have Abigail Williams, who was the first. She's one of the girls from the Salem Witch Trials.
Excuse me.
And then I have Katsushika Hokusai.
What?
The
That's a
next one
name.
up is Yang Guifei. I don't know if I'm saying that right, I'm probably butchering it. She is one of like the historical 3 beauties, I think, of China.
Okay.
You really
And then
do
there
have a peculiar air
is
about you.
a Summer Abigail, who is, instead of being connected to basically Yog-Sothoth, is instead connected to the Dreamlands.
Okay.
And she's also a 5-star, I think. And then there is Van Gogh, who came out recently. Yep, and we're getting close to time, so...
Yep. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. I know we kind of just rambled on things this episode, but it's been a while since we talked about this shit.
Yeah.
So, guys, we will see you
Next time...